Hey guys, welcome to Night Owl. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Rami. And today we are watching Moon Knight on Disney Plus.
First episode.
Yeah, the first episode called the Goldfish Problem. So I know nothing about Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Besides like a very quick debrief that Jeremy's given me.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
him. Neither of us know almost anything.
But you told me that he is like a martial arts superhero? Or what does he use? Weapons?
I don't know what he uses. I know part of his like superhero origins has something to do with the Egyptian gods.
Okay, that's what you were telling me. Yeah.
I know that he like has a very Batman-esque kind of vibe.
Yeah, well, the picture, the cover art is like him in like a white mask with like a moon symbol up here.
And I've heard that he has multiple personalities.
Oh, that's fun.
But yeah, I hadn't heard of him before like the trailer for this show came out. But it looked cool.
I don't want to read the episode descriptions.
Yeah, I don't like reading those either.
I did that. So I've been watching Hunter x Hunter, the anime, and I've been watching it on Crunchyroll. And for some reason, the episode captions on that just give away everything that's happening in the episode.
It's not like a intro; it's a synopsis.
Yeah, it's like a synopsis of what happens. And there's this one character who, the character's name is just the King, and he has no name. And one of the plot points is he's trying to figure out what his actual name is.
Okay.
And in the synopsis, they just say his name.
Yeah.
In the episode, he doesn't find out his name, like to the audience, it's still unknown. But in the description, they say King so and so does this episode. And I was just like, what are y'all doing? Who wrote this? So I want to avoid that.
Yeah.
You know, that's a great show, by the way. Hunter x Hunter is a great show, but I want to avoid that with anything.
I do sometimes also avoid trailers. I mean, I think it would be fun. I think you guys might enjoy if we start watching trailers for stuff that we all like. But yeah, like I have that same problem about trailers sometimes. Like I feel like some trailers give too much away about the movie or show.
Okay, ready to watch?
Yep.
Let's go. The Goldfish Problem. Is this Bob Dylan?
I am not sure. This is a strange ritual.
Oh, this is a fortune telling? You're gonna read the glass pattern? Or maybe not. What? A glass in the shoes?
No, don't put them on. Don't put them. Why? No.
Oh, that's painful to watch.
Oh.
Oh, I was so off. It is not a fortune telling.
Oh, no, don't. Oh.
Really sets the tone for the show, huh?
Enter our hero.
They show us his feet, so we know that they're not.
He's tied. Interesting. Maybe he sleepwalks.
But if he can untie the straps from sitting in bed.
Well, I mean, untying something is a more complicated action than just getting up and walking around.
You saw the sand around his bed?
Yeah.
So far, I'm really liking the intro of this show.
Yeah, they're giving us a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Maybe one day, right?
British
You'd like to
accent.
get out there, it's a bit hard with one thing, isn't it?
The Goldfish Problem.
Is the actor British or American?
He's American, I think.
Okay.
Well, actually, I think he's Guatemalan, but he has an American accent.
Oh, okay.
Right in front of my entrance. Got no problem with it. Cheers. Anyway, sorry I missed you, Mum.
Or is this one of his personalities is British and another is American?
Maybe. Well, he is in Britain.
And the red bus, the giveaway. Bloody hell, bullocks.
Oh, it works at the museum. I think this is the same museum that Killmonger,
Oh, great.
robbed.
Look at that. Looks like someone mistook the Great Pyramid of Giza for a rubbish dump.
It's not like there's anything in there.
Yeah, maybe not. But in there,
Does he know her?
The old nozzle.
I don't think so.
Does he work at the museum?
I think he works at the museum. Why are you talking to this girl you don't know? Yeah, I think he works here.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. You're not the bloody tour guide, Stevie.
Stephen.
He's the gift shop cashier?
No, you're bloody useless unless you're actually doing what you're paid to do, which is to sell these to children.
That's definitely not the job he wants to be doing.
Hello.
Hello.
How's the sugar trade going?
Don't even know what this has to do with Egypt, really. It's, they didn't have that back then, did they?
My next tour's here, but just checking. We still on for 7 tomorrow?
7. Tomorrow.
Best steak in town?
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay.
So, sorry. You're asking me how?
His other personalities.
I think you're one of his other personalities.
Yeah.
But no, I'm going to tell you that the banners and the posters of the Ennead.
The what?
The Ennead. You know, a super group of Egyptian gods. You know, you've got Horus, Osiris, Tefta, Shu.
Stop, please. If this is some weird audition to tour guide here, the answer's still no.
No, what? It's actually crushing to hear. What I'm trying to find out. I'm not
Poor
trying to
guy.
suck off marketing.
My guess is that
Somebody wants to get up.
one of his personalities is like more confident and charming, but
Sure.
also maybe a little bit less moral. You know what I mean?
Well, it's possible that he's, you know, at first is just a normal guy with a DID, even though he probably doesn't know it. But then, like,
I'm sorry.
you know, he gets powers, and one of them is more equipped to using them, while the other isn't really.
Maybe.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake. Let's start with trying to solve a puzzle.
Wait, what?
Solving puzzles is a great way to keep
Something that helps him fall asleep.
Try a book.
He's not trying to stay awake?
Alert and focused.
Oh.
Try a book. Hello, reading before you listen to any chapter you'd like to be a part of. Just remember, you'll need about 5 hours to organize.
Oh god.
Is his jaw dislocated?
Oh, that was weird.
Ah. He just, like, wiggled it back in place. Where
Go
did
to sleep, worm.
Hello?
This is nightmare, maybe.
Where are you?
Surrender the body to Mark.
Sorry, what?
The idiot's in control.
Oh boy.
Hello?
Ah!
Just stand there. Run!
What is going on?
Is this not a dream?
I don't know. I don't think so. But it looks like he already has ties to the Egyptian gods. So Mark must be one of his other I don't know how many personalities he has. It might just be 2. Oh, is this the glasses guy? The glass guy? Yeah. That's,
Oh.
Yeah.
What's that actor's name? I've seen him before.
Is it Ethan Hawke?
Maybe. I know I've seen him like it's not a question whether I've seen him in other things. I have. I just don't know what his name is.
We are here to make the earth as much like heaven as possible. Who'd like to go first?
I judge you in Amit's name
Amit.
with but a fraction of her power.
This is the face of a good man.
I'd hate to find out what happens to the face of a bad man.
Please, Harold. I must know.
Harrow. Arthur?
You accept your
So is it Arthur
skills
Harrow?
regardless of the outcome.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Are her eyes gonna turn up black? Oh, it turns red.
I'm sorry.
I've been good my entire life.
Perhaps it's something that lies ahead.
But we wish you could live to see the world we make. Yet Amit has decided.
Oh, he just like absorbed her soul. She like withered.
Huh.
Her hands are all like gray.
I know you. Mercenary. Mercenary? No, I'm not mercenary. Will you return the scarab? All right. Yeah, so you mean,
You will give him nothing.
here.
Oh. What?
I'm not,
I wonder if it's the god that's doing it or Mark.
That's a strange story, but I didn't do that on purpose. Don't know what's happening. There we go. Just take it. Oh, God. What can I say? My leg! I'm trying to stop my legs from moving.
Oh.
No, the idiot's back.
Sorry.
The idiot's back.
I'm just gonna...
Oh, this poor guy is so confused. I wonder what triggers.
Don't dare drop the scarab.
Oh my god. Oh. That was the weirdest, lamest escape ever. Oh. Just throwing cupcakes. Oh shit. This is such a cool way to write the show.
I'll kill you both.
I don't understand what's happening!
Truck, stupid! Truck!
Oh! Whoa! Wow, they really want that scarab.
Look at her face.
He's driving backwards. And the windshield's gone. Oh!
He just threw the gun. Then leave us be, parasite.
This reminds me of Blue Beetle from the DC.
Oh, yeah. Which also had apparently ties to Egypt.
Was it? I know it was scarabs, but
yeah, they like. I don't know if that's like something in the comics, but in the Young Justice show, there was like a temple. Actually, it wasn't in Egypt. It was okay, well, Mark got him back home.
Wait, so he knows that he does shit when he's not conscious.
Wait, he knows he's. I mean, I think he might just know that he sleepwalks.
Mm-hmm.
He might not know that he has another personality.
Fish.
What?
Yesterday that fish had one fin, yeah? We got that when I got him. Today, what do you see?
I see two.
Two fins! Yeah, sorry. But yeah, he's got two fins now, so is that normal, or... Is that clock right? No, that's impossible. I just woke up.
Are you mad? The fish is wrong. The time is wrong. You're not quite right.
Oh, bugger. Bugger, I've got a date. Sorry, I've got a date.
Mark didn't take over for his own date.
Is it the wrong day?
Punchy. Calling me now.
What? What do you mean? I'm at the restaurant. The steak is steak time.
Yeah, I ate steak by myself, thanks. 2 days ago.
What? I thought we said Friday.
It doesn't change the fact that today is Sunday, which means lose my number. Cheers.
Wait, don't you got a smartphone, bro? Doesn't it say the date?
Yeah, you know, I think she really liked me. Oh, she loved the flowers. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm gonna bring her around soon, I think.
Who are you talking
Yeah, I think
to?
you'd love her.
Her-
Yeah,
his
she's got a
mom?
great sense of humor.
I just realized this is the first show from Marvel that has nothing to do with anything else going on in the MCU.
So far.
Right.
Yeah.
You want some? There's some sprinkles.
Don't feed the fish sprinkles.
Your fish is dead, bro.
No, it's not dead.
No, like it's gonna die. Feeding it sprinkles can't be good for it. Is what I'm saying.
Huh. There are scratches on the floor. Yeah, the table moves. So what's behind or under the table? Oh. Oh shit, this is how Mark gets out of the apartment.
Mm. Was it where he keeps shit?
Maybe.
Oh, his work phone.
Oh man.
Oh, he gave her this number instead of the other number.
One call from Duchamp?
Who's Duchamp?
I don't know. They're all from Layla except for one that said Duchamp.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're alive.
Yeah, right. Who do you think I am?
What do you mean, who? What's wrong with you, Mark?
What did you just call me? Who is this? Why did you call me Mark?
Wait, who else called him Mark?
The god.
Oh.
Stephen.
What are you doing? Like, that can't be Mark. Is it the god? That looks like the god. Is it Thoth? Oh my god. Come on, Mark. Stop leaving Steven in the dark. He deserves to know what's going. Oh my god. I feel so bad for him. He's so scared and confused.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Is you see, you really do work here. Oh, I'd assumed Stephen Grant was an alias. Imagine my surprise to find you here.
Excuse me, Ronnie. This man right here has been following me. No, I don't know who it is on it.
Thank you.
Mate, I don't have your bloody beetle, I swear.
The scarab doesn't belong to me. It belongs to her. You know,
Do I know? No, not personally.
she grew weary of having to wait for sinners to commit their crime before punishing them. Would you wait to weed a garden till after the roses were dead?
I wouldn't do that.
The justice. She knows what we've done and what we will do.
Great. Okay, well, books must have left that part out.
The books must have left that.
Are you
to kill me. It's maddening, isn't it? The voice in your head. Relentless. Forever unsatisfied.
I saw you kill that woman in the Alps.
I only told her what millions more will soon learn. You want to know the truth? There's chaos in you. That's what.
Let him go.
There's chaos in you. It's gonna be some like Egyptian mythical creature.
Like a
Kind
greyhound.
of like a jackal or something. Whoa, whoa, what was that? I like that we're not getting a good look at it.
Steven. Steven, I can save us.
I can't have you fighting me this time.
You need to give me control.
You're not gonna die. Let me save us.
Oh wow, he changed his clothes. He must
That's
spin
the
around like
episode,
Wonder
yeah.
Woman. That was cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, it's fun. Like the way they set that up was very confusing.
Yeah, I really admire the way they wrote that episode.
But
you
because
know,
you're just in the dark. about
yeah, like
everything.
even though I knew like there was like Egyptian gods involved and DID, like I could still appreciate like they were like peeling it back like one layer at a time, and you're just as like in the dark for the most part as he is, like trying to figure out what the hell is going on, why he keeps blacking out. Again, seeing like after he blacks out, not only is he sometimes in a different place, but he's also like things have changed, like there's, like beaten up bodies around him or like damage around him. He's holding a gun. And also the voice of the god keep like talking like, did he just throw the gun?
Yeah.
The idiot's back. I felt so bad for him. He was just so scared and confused the whole time.
Yeah, but I'm curious as like you'd think that if the DID is like recent, then it makes sense that why he's so confused. But if you already knew he had it for a while, then you would have thought that like some of this would be less of a shock to him,
Yeah, so I don't think he knew he had DID. I think like he probably like because of the tape and the ankle restraint, he probably just knew that like he would like wake up sometimes not in his apartment and like assume like, oh my god, I was sleepwalking.
So but I'm wondering like if it must have been like something that happened recently for him to gain that dissociative identity disorder.
Why?
Because if it's this like drastic where things are that different, when you're in your other identity, then if you experience that enough times for long enough, you put two and two together. Then like, hey, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Especially when you're doing.
I see what you're saying. Like it might not be that like his personality recently split, but it might just be that Mark just recently started doing more crazy stuff. Like by crazy I mean just like taking like a several day trip somewhere to steal a magical beetle.
Yeah.
Harder for Mark to like leave things as they were, so Steven has no idea anything happened.
Yeah, but I mean like I guess in this case it seems like Mark is like intentionally trying to keep Steven like unaware, right?
Right.
Of like what he does while he's Mark.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine it might be like a way to protect himself. Like, okay, if my other identity is in control most of the time when I don't need to be, and he doesn't know anything, like he can't reveal anything. Like, he's not going to act suspicious.
Right.
He's going to work in a gift shop.
Yeah, but like when he does stuff like ask a woman on a date and then not show up, right? Things that could catch up to him.
Sure.
You know, that I feel like either Mark is like impulsive or more impulsive than he should be, or like he only recently started trying to keep him in the dark. You know, I don't know what the dynamic is between the two of them, but it's definitely interesting so far. And I think I agree. I think it's, well, you noticed that it was like the first Marvel show that has nothing to do with the rest of the MCU, and I like that because I think it allows them to just focus on this story, without having to like, all right, we got to drop in like one of the Avengers. We got to drop in like.
I do hope that Steven does have value for what
that he's
Mark
not just
is trying to accomplish. Yeah. Like if he's the one we've met, he's the one we're invested in. Even if Mark is the one who, you know, can fight, has like control over this weird whatever powers he has a lot more knowledge about like what's going on. I would like Steven to have some like mental or social skills that Mark doesn't have.
Yeah, I agree. And probably there will be some kind of value. It seems like at the very least, Steven has a lot of knowledge about the Egyptian gods, right? And like passion for it.
Sure.
But man just lives life with very low confidence. And it hurts to watch.
They don't really address the fact that Bruce basically does also have dissociative identity disorder.
When he's like Bruce,
he's got two personalities. Yeah, he's got two personalities, and like one of them's not really conscious, while the other one's in control for the most part. And I'm wondering, like, if they were to explore that aspect of Bruce.
Well, I guess now they can't.
Now they can't because
they're one person. Yeah.
I really wish Endgame didn't do that with Bruce. Yeah, like I didn't.
I think especially because it happened off screen is for me. Like, I would have liked to have seen him and the Hulk, like, have some kind of reconciliation. Right. You know, before that kind of thing happened.
Sure,
but it just happened off screen between the movies. It doesn't even feel
like a reconciliation because he's just acting like Bruce.
Yeah.
You know, it's not even like, you know, they're meeting, their personalities meeting each other halfway. Like, Hulk is just gone. But if they were to explore, like, this multiple personality thing, it would be interesting to... if they like were able to answer the question like, did Bruce have multiple personalities before his accident with gamma radiation? And like, you know, just one of his personalities just ended up being, you know, the catalyst for this mutation, or like the mutation being catalyst for his personality.
Yeah, so I think you're right. It would have been an interesting thing, but I mean,
they're probably not going to do it.
Yeah, I mean at this point, unless it's some kind of like retrospective on the Hulk, they're not going to do that. But yeah, this is cool. Cool.
I'm looking forward to the rest of the show.
Presented in a fun way. Yeah, we'll see what all this stuff about the Scarab and the Arthur. What's his name? Arthur Miller.
Arthur Harrow.
Arthur Harrow.
Arthur. I don't know who Arthur Miller is, but Arthur Fleck is the Joker.
No, Arthur Miller is the either the character or the playwright for Death of a Salesman. Yeah, that's a totally different world from Marvel. Arthur Harrow. Okay.
Yeah, when we first saw, not when we first saw him, but when he was in the plaza with the town and he was talking about Amit judging people, I was wondering if he was lying. Like there's clearly something supernatural going on, but I was wondering if the situation was exactly how he was presenting it to everyone, or if he was like twisting or bending the truth.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering, like, okay, does he just have like this weird vampire touch power, and he's just saying, yes, it's the god we all worship that is, you know, doing this. And I'm just like,
as a means to appease his whatever.
Right, his ends, or also just to like, you know, get like vitality from people.
Yeah.
But I mean, from his conversation with Steven in the museum, it seems like everything he's said was what was actually going on. Like he's like, they worship this goddess who is very judgmental and wants to rid the world of anyone who will ever do anything that she disapproves of.
Or I guess does enough wrong in the
Right.
world that she wants to just.
Yeah, but like that's morality is somewhat subjective.
Well, in this
Like
case,
you know, I don't know what things like how many things.
Yeah.
To what of it like
Right.
what minor offenses is she okay with?
Yeah. I think the whole thing with the scales though,
Mm-hmm.
it's more about like whether many small misdeeds or one large misdeed
Mm-hmm.
outweighs like
Right,
the
yeah,
good
yeah.
side, which is always like I mean, it makes sense, but like it's always been like an interesting idea, especially as far as like religion goes.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, I grew up Muslim, right? And
Mhm.
one way that kind of like goodness was described to me growing up was like good deeds and bad deeds are like a tally, and like yeah, when you die and you're gonna go to heaven or hell, like the overall count and like the
Right.
weight of them is weighed, and then if the good deeds are more, then you get into heaven. But I one time like it was described to me once like kind of generally like that, and then one time somebody presented it as like getting good deeds, like collecting them, you know what I mean,
Oh, interesting.
as like a resource for like your soul later.
Yeah,
you know,
I
so
don't-
it's a very interesting kind of thing. And also like if your good outweighs the bad by like this much, there's still all this bad, you know what I mean, that you did. So it's like, is all that bad, I guess, is just forgiven? There's some people who might have been very negatively affected by that bad, you know? So it's always been kind of like an odd
Right.
way of viewing morality. But I guess as far as like trying to measure some level of objectivity to it, as far as like this person is better than that person because the number of good deeds they did is larger, I understand the value in that. We'll see. We'll see how much, if they end up talking about that topic in the show or not. I think it'd be interesting if
Yeah,
they kind of
for
explore
sure.
that.
So it looks like Arrow is the villain.
Yeah. I always
but
show the villain. like,
Something
right away.
else that occurred to me that he might have a similar situation that Steven does.
Well, yeah,
because-
because he mentioned the
right,
voice. Yeah.
Right, like he knew more than he should.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering if he's also got a god that talks to him.
It might be that god that they're worshiping, right?
Right, yeah. If we're on the right track, like
Yeah.
his god would be Ahmed probably.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering.
And he mentioned something about other gods betraying her, and I'm assuming that that's Steven's god. The fact that they're like at odds right now for me suggests that like the god that's chosen Steven or Mark or whoever is like directly tied to that comment. You know?
Sure. Yeah. The shape of the skull of the god looked to me like the an
medieval
ibis.
Ibis?
I mean, not
What is
really.
that?
It didn't. I guess it didn't really look like exactly like an ibis, but
What
just
is an
like
ibis?
an ibis is a bird
Oh.
that the god Thoth has a head of.
Okay.
The Thoth is the god of knowledge.
In the credits, they said who the god was. They said.
Oh, they did?
They said so and so as the voice of
Okay.
thing, but I didn't catch the name.
Gotcha.
But I knew they revealed it in the credits.
Right. Yeah, because I think ibis.
Man,
is,
we can't trust any like printed thing associated with the show. They will reveal everything. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you got something to say, leave it in the comments. Yeah. And if you want to see the next one,
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Yep.